Hello everyone, in this video we see how we create the Ec2 instance. So what exactly the instance? So the instance is nothing but the server. Means if you want to deploy any website or any application, then we want some machine which hold our or store our application or the website, like just our physical machine. In our physical machine, how we write the code and run and create the application same way. So this physical machine is the storage for our application. So same like if we want to use the virtual, means we want to deploy the application on the internet, then by using this EC2 instance we done this. So how we create this EC2? Let's start. So now this is the EC2 dashboard. So currently 0 instance is running. Everything is nothing I created still here. So few thing we kept it in our mind is make sure in which instance in which region you deploy your application. So currently I choose my region this US East 1. So like this Mumbai region is also present. Then remaining all are the regions are present here. So choose the region as you required. So in which region you create the instance, check for that region how many instances are they running. So sometimes what happening, you create the region on the Mumbai region and your dashboard is open on this US East 1. So that time here you see the instance is 0, but in backend in the Mumbai region maybe the instance is you are running and the bill may be generated. So make sure first when you open the any service of the AWS or any cloud, make sure in which region you work, check that region first. Otherwise the billing prices increases. So let's start. So let's start. We create the instance. So currently I am not created any instance. So let's click on here launch instance and the information regarding our server which we want to create all are asking here. So line by line let's fill up all the information and create the instance. So first here asking about the name, so we give the name for our server. So let's suppose I give my name itself. So it's my first instance, so I give Radha 1. Now next it asking about the Amazon image, Amazon machine image. So what do you mean this? The application or the OS image, means which OS you want to integrate with your server, means where you want to launch your server on the Windows or Ubuntu, Mac OS or the Amazon Linux, where all the OS system which you require for your virtual machine all are the present here. So select according to your requirement. So let's suppose we go with Amazon Linux. So for this AMI I get this Amazon Linux 2021, this, then it has 64-bit and all the information regarding this operating system are mentioned here. Then next we choose the instance type, so choose as your requirement. So for this T2 micro we get 1 GB memory, then 1 CPU, and for that all the pricing is mentioned here, means on demand Windows based pricing is 0.0162 USD per hour. So like this all the information about the pricing is mentioned here. So according choose your instance type. The instance type is nothing but how many memory you required, how many CPU you want, according you choose. So as we are in learning phase, so we choose this free trial eligible, and otherwise you want your the personal or professional any CPU memory you want, then choose accordingly. Here T2 Nano is also present, where we get one CPU, 0.5 GB memory. Then T2 Medium, where we get two CPUs, 4 GB memory. Then next, all the basic requirements, means how many CPUs you want and how many GB storage you want, are all present here. Just read the pricings, see which instance type fill your demand and choose accordingly. But I am now learning phase, so I am choose this free trial eligible instance type, where I get 1 CPU and 1 GB memory. Now next, this key pair login. So it gives us a public private key. So public key is any user, means the owner who create the instance, it get a private key, and public key is on the server, remote server. So you, here description also written, you can use the key pair securely connect to your instance. Ensure that you have access to select a key pair before you launch the instance. So let's recreate the key. If you have already created a key pair and just you want to select that, then only select here and select from the menu. But now we not create any key pair, not generate any key pair. So first we create it. So create a new key pair. So click on it, give the key pair name. So as we select first server key, so it is the name of my key pairs, first server key. So then key pair type, so I selected this RSA as it is. So it gives us RAT encrypted private and public key pair, and this is also another type of the key pair, ED25519. Now the private key field format, so if you want .ppk file, then you selected that, otherwise this PEM stay as it is. Means if you selected this file type, then you use the open with OpenSSH, and if you select this .ppk file, then we use putty. So instead of using putty, we use SSH. So that's why I click on this, means without I selected this .pm file, and now click on create key pair. So just click on it. So when you create the key pair, then one file is downloaded in your local machine. This first key server .pem. So this is downloaded in my local machine. It is the private key, so don't share with any other. Otherwise anyone can use your virtual server, which generate the bill as well. Now next, network setting. So this VPC network I use. I don't want to edit anything here, and if you want to edit, then just click on the network setting here, edit, click on edit, then you select this is the default server, network server. If you want to change, then change from here, but we use this default server, default network VPC. Then you want to create subnet, then you can create new subnet. These all are the present here. So for which zone it is available, subnet, and all the information are here. So select as your requirement. Then auto sign public key, so it is enable. I'm not disturbing anything. So here is the firewall also. Create security group, so we want to create because no existing security is present in my virtual machine because I created first time. So you also, if you create the first time, then stay as it is this create security group. Otherwise, if you have this security group, then select this existing security group. Then security group name, then remaining all as it is. If you want to change this, then change this security type also, but I want this SSH as it is. If you want any other security group, then select accordingly. Is this HTTPS, HTTP, these are all the security groups, so I'm not change anything. Then we want source type anywhere, means anyone can access this, so we not change anything here. Then if you select this SSH, then we get this port number 22, port range 22, and protocol is TCP. So remaining, you want this add security group rule, then click on it, and it is enable, but we don't want to add anything. So we put all the network setting as it is, we not change anything. So this allow SSH traffic from, and this anywhere we kept as it is because this is only we get the free. But you select as your requirement, you select this HTTPS and HTTP traffic also. Now next, the configure storage. So we get free up to 30 GB. Here mention all the information regarding free trial. So we select here 8 GB as it is. If you want less or more, change accordingly, but I am not disturbing this as well. Now next here, the advanced detail also mentioned here. So in advanced detail, if you want the domain join directory, then you select this. Then IAM instance profile and all the remaining. If extra any service or anything you want, then you choose from here. So we kept all the thing as it is, advanced details. And now here summary is mentioned about our instance. So we create the instance 1. So number of instance is 1. The software image is Amazon Linux. Then virtual type means how many CPUs and all. So we select this T2 micro. Then firewall security, new security group. Then storage is 1 volume, 8 GB we selected. And regarding the free trial, all the information mentioned here, so just read it. And now we configure all the things according our requirements. Now just click on launch instance. So click on it, launch instance. So now instance is created. So our instance created successfully. Now view all the instance. So click on here. So this Radha 1 instance is created and it is in running mode. And all the info about the instance is present here. Just click on this, and the instance ID is this. Public IPv4 address is this. then instance state is running, then public IPv for DNS is this, private IPv for address. Now all the instance info is mentioned here, just read it. So now our instance is created. Now we want to check is our instance is created correctly or not. So as I say, when we create the key pair, that time this key pair is installed in our local machine. So just go back this PC and download it. So here my first server key is present. So just go here on the so just go here and type cmd. Now I work on the Windows OS. If you use the Linux OS, then also that all the commands which I mentioned here all are working well. Our instance we connected with our local machine. So how we connect this, now we see. Means this virtual machine now we connected with our physical machine. sh space -i and our key name. So what is the key name? Otherwise you go here, click on connect, then SSH client, and now from this copy. So this is my key name, so copy this key name, Control C, Control V, and space in this remaining command, Control C. This is our machine EC2 username, this, and this is the public DNS remaining. This is the public DNS of our instance. So instead of this public DNS, if you use the IP address, then also this command is work well. If we see this, then this is the DNS of our instance. We cross check here. So from this connect, click on the instance, and from this instance if you scroll down, then this EC2 393611 compute1amazon.com is the public DNS, IPv4 DNS, and same we see in our console also. So we are connected with the virtual machine. So with our physical memory storage and the CPU, now we have the virtual CPU and memory also with us. So if you require higher memory storage or anything, like for example if you want to do gaming and your PC is not supported well, then you use the virtual instance and all your required work you done by using this cloud service EC2. See, let's suppose how we access our instance by using the DNS, public DNS, and now I show you how we access the instance by using the IP address, public IP address. So here write the command SSH and I, then the key pair name. So my key pair name is, and the key pair name, so first server key is my key pair name, then space, and now go to the console, and from this copy this IPv4 address, public IPv4 address of the instance. So copy this and paste here, Control V. Before that write one connectivity word, which is our Linux For the Amazon Linux, we use this Ec2 user at the rate. Because we use the Linux. If we see here, go here connect, then SSH client, then here mention here SSH-I, then the key pair name and this Ec2 user at the rate. This is our connected part and this is the DNS. Instead of using this DNS, we use IPv4. So just copy the starting point Ec2 user at the rate. Control paste here, Control V, and the remaining is our IPv4 address. So hit enter. So see, this is we done by using the DNS and this connectivity we done by using the IPv4. Here I stop the connectivity. If you read this carefully, then mention here send disconnector connection reset, and now again we connected with our instance, and then again here it mentioned we connected with Ec2 user at the rate IP this. So I hope all you get the idea about how we connect the virtual machine with our local machine. But now we recheck is really this machine is our virtual machine or not. So as you know, I am work on my Windows machine. My physical machine is in Windows OS. Now we check here which machine here connected. So if it is Windows machine display, then we are not connected with the virtual machine, but here the message is display we connected with the virtual machine. Then I choose the Linux machine. So let's we cross check is really we connected with our Linux machine or not. So here one command we write cat space /etc/os release. Here we missing the hyphen. Hit enter. Now let's we check which machine it display, because I am now currently working on the Windows machine. So yes, here the cat /etc, not ATC, etc/os release. Then here all the things is mentioned. The version is 2023. The name is Amazon Linux. So here the OS name is display. The name is Amazon Linux, and as I mentioned, I am in my Windows machine, but it display the Amazon Linux. If really you want to cross check, then again I show you on my simple command prompt. Same I mention here. On my simple command prompt, I run the same command. To see which OS is installed in my local machine. So command for this, and I hit enter. Now see which machine here present. So yes, OS name is my Microsoft Windows 10 Pro and OS version is this. And now I hope all you trust on me is we are connected with Linux machine. So this is my Linux machine. If I run this command on my Windows, then if you see here I mention here error, no such file is in this directory, because this is the Linux command and I am using OS command. So on this Linux it is work and my Windows machine it is not work. So yes, we are connected with the virtual machine Amazon Linux, which is mentioned here. So same, if you want work with the other operating system and you don't have this machine with you, then directly go to the cloud and select any cloud provider. As I use here AWS, same way you select any cloud provider and just take from them the service which you want to work. We run one more few commands. So now we see which instance we get. We select the instance type. So I select the fragile instance type where we get 1 GB I think memory and space. So let's we see 1 CPU we get the same here mention or not. Let's we see. You see here we get the memory nearby 1 GB. All the things is mentioned here. We use 1.26. 126 we get 949, which is nearly equal to 1 GB we say. And we use it 126 and free is 600. All the info is get here. Your memory. Now we check the CPU. So we write here ls. All the info about the CPU is mentioned here. So architecture is this X86 and CPU 32-bit and 64-bit. Address size and CPUs. As here mentioned, we get 1 CPU from the internet, means from the cloud. So as we configure only one, and here mentioned is also 1. All the info we see here. So in this way we configure the Ec2 instance on the cloud and we get the memory, CPUs or the hardware regarding. Now we only configure few from the cloud, but as per our requirement we create the instance. So I hope all you get the idea about how we create the instance and how we use it. So now the last step, after your completion, after you are using the instance, just go here instance state and here directly we terminate the instance. Delete means no any instance is running on the background and no any bill is generated for our instance. So you stop the instance as well, but now I terminate the instance and terminate. So we terminate the instance successfully. If you check here the instance state, then we get the shutting down, means as we PC shut down, that time same first year's shutting down status is mentioned and now here terminated. So our instance is terminated, so no any bill is generated further. So now we cross check in our Ec2 instance. So go to the dashboard and now check here. So we see the 0 instance is running. As we create one instance but now terminate, so that's why here mention 0. If your instance is running, that time here mention 1 instance is running, but now we terminated, so 0. And one key pair we generated, we create a security group as well and we create 1 instance which is mentioned here. So all the info is mentioned here. So again come back, go to the dashboard and check all the state, means is any instances you are running or not. So no, we terminate the instance, so 0 instance is running. So in this way handle the Ec2 instance. And now if you have any doubt or any query, then let me know in the comment box. Thank you.